Okay, so namaste. Namaste, Soham, and namaste to anyone who's up. So I'm going to read the Ashtavakra Gita again, and I read it last week, but we probably don't remember what I read because I don't. Soham, you were here with me as well. But actually, I stopped in the middle of a chapter because it was a very long chapter. Chapter XVIII. Oh, hold on. Have YouTube playing with it. Okay. So we're in the middle of chapter 18. And I apologize if I'm a bit dreary today. Because I'm after being crying for like the last half an hour. About nothing at all. Which we have to do sometimes. Just happens. I look very happy.
You look happy, but I could tell when I came on.
You could? I don't really feel happy or like unhappy. I'm just here. And I feel like I don't even want to be happy. I don't care if I'm happy or not. I don't care if I'm happy and I don't care if I'm sad. And I don't care if I care or not. That's how I feel right now.
I know.
Namaste, Anandi. I'm very glad that you're here. Oh yeah, I should have posted the Hangout link underneath the video. Will I? I'll do. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry for all this. Carry on. You probably don't even want to join, but anyway, just in case. No, sorry, I don't know. If you want the Hangout link, it's it's on the Sangha of Being page. I can't post it right now. Thanks, Anandi. It's probably better that I read the Ashtavakra Gita because if I don't, I'm kind of in a bit of a cry kind of mood. No, crying about nothing at all. So if my voice sounds really boring, you can tell me, okay? And I'll stop. And we just look at each other instead. Huh?
Oh, you sound fine. You sound fine.
Okay.
But if
Or
you
if
want
I
to, you can do that too.
or if I get bored with myself also. Okay. So the Ashtavakra Gita is very beautiful. And the word maybe I'll start at the no. Will I just start in the middle of the chapter where I was? Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm going to start at the beginning of this chapter because it kind of feels weird to start in the middle. Um, it's a very long chapter, so I'll probably only read this chapter today. Okay. Salutations to that which is bliss, peace, and light, with the dawning of the knowledge of which all delusion as to the phenomenal universe passes away like a dream. Having acquired much wealth, one enjoys countless worldly pleasures, but to know true happiness one must renounce them. He whose heart is parched by the sun of affliction, arising from the sense of duty, experiences no happiness until his mind has acquired tranquillity. The universe is merely a mode of the mind. In reality, it has no existence. Those liberated beings are surely immortal, who are identified with reality, which is self-luminous, and which needs no support for its existence, but which cognizes both existence and non-existence. The nature of the self is absolute, immutable, taintless. It is not distant, nor is it subject to attainment, being ever attained. This is truth. In those who have cognized the self, illusion is dispelled, and the light of pure consciousness shines through them. Their distress is at an end, and they live in bliss. The wise know that all that is being no. The wise know that all that is not the self is merely a movement of mind. Being liberated, they live as a child lives. Having finally realized that the self is Brahman, and that existence and non-existence are imagined, what should such a one, free from desires, now say or do? All such ideas as this I am, no, this am I, and this I am not, end in the conviction that all is the self. Realizing this, the yogi becomes silent. For the yogi who has become inwardly calm, there is no distraction, no concentration, no increase or decrease of knowledge, no joy and no grief. The dominion of heaven or indigence, profit or loss, society or solitude, are the same to the yogi, who has realized his nature to be free from all conditions. The yogi who has transcended dualistic reasoning, such as this I have done and this still remains to be done, sees no significance in ritual, material prosperity, sense enjoyment, or discrimination. The yogi who is liberated, while yet in life, has no further duties to perform, nor is his heart attached to anything. His actions in this world are appearances only. The yogi who has passed beyond the region of desires finds no significance in phenomena, in the universe, in contemplation on that, or in liberation. He who sees reality in the universe may try to negate it. Not so the Mahatma who has rooted out all desires. Not seeing, he appears to see. He who has known Brahman meditates on, I am Brahman. What should he who sees no duality meditate upon? He who is conscious of distraction practices self-control. The illumined sage, having nothing further to accomplish, has no need of self-discipline. Though the man of spiritual knowledge appears to act like others, in fact he does not do so, for he sees no necessity for samadhi, nor does he perceive distraction or any taint in his own essence. Free from desire, he is neither conscious of existence nor non-existence of the world, but is ever satisfied and wise. Though appearing to act, nothing is done by him in reality. He who experiences the supreme bliss of his own nature, and whose mind is ever tranquil and pure, he has no need to renounce, nor does he feel the lack of anything in himself. The mind of the sage does not give rise to the modifications of concentration, distraction, or prejudice. His actions are not subject to any code, nor is he affected by honor or dishonor. He who by right knowledge has transcended the world of appearances. For him there is neither joy nor sorrow. With a serene mind he lives as one unrelated to his body. He whose delight is in the self, and who is consequently serene and pure, has no desire to renounce anything, nor does he feel any lack anywhere. He who has acquired the natural state of vacuity of mind may act as he pleases. He is not affected by honor or dishonor as are ordinary men. One who acts in conformity with such pure thoughts as the body is the actor and not the self, though appearing to act does not act. The liberated sage acts apparently without motive or purpose, and may be regarded as a fool, but in reality he has transcended action. Although appearing as happy and blessed in the world, verily he has gone beyond it. The wise man, weary of reasoning, who has attained supreme peace, neither thinks nor knows, nor hears nor sees. That man of peace, beyond distraction and contemplation, is neither an aspirant for liberation, nor is he bound. Knowing the universe to be an illusion, though perceiving it, he remains in the absolute state. He who still retains his egoism is mentally active even when at rest. But the wise man who is free from egoism is incapable of sin or wrong action. The mind of the freed sage is unmoved by trouble or pleasure. It is inactive, static, and desireless, and also free from doubt. The mind of the sage is free from effort, whether meditating or acting. His actions and meditations are not prompted by personal motives. An ignorant man is bewildered on hearing the spiritual truth, but a wise man on hearing the truth withdraws his consciousness within himself, even though he appears like a fool outwardly. Those unaware of the truth practice concentration and discipline, but the wise who have found the infinite Atman within their own self are ever satisfied and recognize no further cause for action. Whether he lives a life of action or withdraws from the world, the ignorant man does not find spiritual peace, whereas the Gnostic discovers the truth and so becomes happy forever. Though relying on different practices, men do not recognize the self which is intelligence itself, ever pure, beloved, perfect, transcending and changing universe and free from any conditions. An ignorant man does not attain liberation, though repeatedly practicing concentration, whereas that blessed one, though spiritual knowledge is ever free and devoid of all activity. The ignorant man does not realize Brahman, because he still desires to know him, implying that he is separate from him. The wise man, however, realizes the nature of the Supreme Brahman without desiring him. Without the foundation of real knowledge, the ignorant yearn for liberation, but do not achieve it. The wise, having transcended ignorance by truth, sever the root of all misery. There is no spiritual peace for the ignorant, because they desire and seek it in the external world. The wise realize it internally as ever achieved and are at peace. Where is self-knowledge for him who depends on external things? Ignoring the world, the wise contemplate the immutable self. The ignorant who strive for control of the mind never achieve it. But the wise, whose chief delight is in the self, achieve it without effort. Some recognize the existence of being, and some deny it. Rare is the one who bestows no attention on phenomena and enjoys peace. Although those of little intelligence regard Atman as secondless and undifferentiated, yet being under the delusion of relativity, they fail to realize it, and are therefore subject to suffering as long as they live. The intellect of one who longs for liberation is relatively dependent, namely on the triad, the knower, the known, and the knowing. But the intellect of the liberated one is independent, the triad being dissolved in absolute knowledge and is free from desire. Becoming aware of the tigers of sense objects, bewildered souls, seeking a shelter, resort to the cave of contemplation for the acquisition of self-control. Seeing the lion of desirelessness, the elephants of the sense objects quietly depart or remain to serve him like slaves. He who has resolved his doubts and whose mind is absorbed in the self, no longer seeks the means to liberation. Seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, he lives happily in the world. He who is self-controlled and whose intellect is pure, by the mere hearing of the truth, becomes indifferent to the enjoined rules of conduct. Whatever is to be done he does without effort, like a child. His conduct is neither good nor evil. Independence of desire and aversion is the means to liberation, happiness, and peace. The supreme state of consciousness is also attained through independence. All modifications of the mind are dissipated when a man realizes that he is neither a doer nor an enjoyer. The mind of the wise man, subject to no restraint and free from guile, shines forth in glory, whereas the fool, whose mind is full of desire, simulates tranquillity. Sometimes the wise of freed intellect, who have transcended the mind and are no longer bound, disport themselves in various pastimes, and sometimes they retire into deep mountain caves. No desire rises in the heart of the wise on looking upon a venerable Brahmin, held in reverence, or a god, or a sacred spot, or a woman, or a king, or a dearly loved one. The yogi remains tranquil and unperturbed even when despised by his servants, children, wives, grandchildren, and other relatives. Though he appears pleased, in fact he is not pleased. Though he appears to suffer, yet he is not in pain. Only those who have realized the supreme condition will recognize his state. A sense of duty is not recognized by the wise. For them the world is void, and their true self is immutable and pure. The unenlightened man, even when doing nothing, is agitated. whereas the enlightened sage remains calm even while fulfilling worldly duties. The man of calm intellect is happy in ordinary life, whether sleeping, acting, speaking, or eating. He who in the realm of relativity, by virtue of his self-conquest, does not behave like an ordinary man, remains undisturbed like the calm surface of a vast lake, his sufferings at an end. Even the passive and introspective life of a deluded man produces activity, whereas the life of action of the wise results in inactivity. The deluded man often manifests aversion to his possessions, but he who has transcended attachment to the body is free from desire and aversion. The deluded man is ever identified with thinking and not thinking, whereas the spiritual man has transcended both these principles. The sage, like a child, while seemingly engaged in action, is perfectly detached. Without a motive, he is not identified with the work in which he is apparently engaged. Blessed is the sage who has realized the nature of the self, and is the same in all conditions, who though acting in the world of relativity does not identify himself with it. To the wise, ever peaceful and infinite like space, where is the reflected self, where is the world, where the means and where the end? Namaste, Pekka. It's very funny, like just before I looked up to YouTube, you somehow just like entered into my mind. Was that at the same time? Namaste, Boo. I'm very glad that you're here. I'm reading the Ashtavakra Gita. I assume you know that.
Namaste, Amba.
Namaste. I'm very happy to see you.
Yeah.
Okay. To the wise, ever peaceful and infinite like space, where is the reflected self? Where is the world? Where the means and where the end? Verily glorious is the sage, free from all desires, and the embodiment of infinite bliss. He has attained the natural state of samadhi through realizing the unconditioned. In brief, the great-souled knower of the ultimate truth has no desire for enjoyment or liberation, and is freed from attraction at all times and in all places. To the great sage, the whole universe from Mahat, cosmic intellect, to the changing world is nothing but a name. He who is pure and perfect, and has withdrawn from all existence, to him nothing remains to be accomplished. I love you too, Pekka. And all of you. That enlightened one who has known with certainty that the world is nothing but the product of illusion, and does not exist in reality, to whom the inexpressible is known, he enjoys natural peace and bliss. To him for whom there is no objective reality, and who is of the nature of pure intelligence, what rules of conduct should he follow? What need of renunciation and restraint for him? The sage who has realized his own infinity, and is not conscious of relative existence, is freed from bondage and liberation, joy and sorrow. Before the state of self-realization, the world exists only as Maya. The sage, living devoid of the feeling of I and mine, is without attachment. To the sage who knows himself to be the universal self, indestructible and free from suffering. What is knowledge? The universe and the feeling that I am the body and the body is mine. As soon as an ignorant man relinquishes control over the mind and his spiritual practices, he becomes a prey to desires and fancies. The foolish man, even after hearing the spiritual truth, still clings to his delusion. He may, through his efforts, manifest tranquility of mind, but in reality he still craves for the enjoyment of sense objects. He from whom activity has dropped away on the dawn of spiritual knowledge finds no purpose in doing or saying anything, even though he appears to act in the eyes of others. For the knower of truth, who is ever fearless and immutable, there is neither darkness nor light, nor renunciation, nor anything whatsoever. What is fearlessness, discrimination, or stability to the yogi who is indescribable and impersonal by nature? For the yogi, there is neither heaven nor hell, nor even liberation in life. The wise do not desire to achieve anything, nor does lack of success cause them pain. Verily, their tranquil minds are ever filled with immortal bliss. The desireless man does not praise the forbearing, nor does he censure the evildoers. Equally content in happiness or misery, he finds no duty to be done. The wise do not look on birth and death with aversion, nor are they anxious to perceive the self. Free from joy and grief, they transcend life and death. Glorious are the wise who are free from desire for sense objects and from attachment to son, wife, and other relationships. Free are they also from the care of the body. The wise man is contented. Whatever comes to him, he wanders about at will and rests wherever the sunset overtakes him. The great-souled one, entirely dependent on the self, is oblivious of the cycle of birth and death, and cares not whether his body is born or dies. Blessed is the yogi without attachment or possessions, who moves about at will, who is free from the pairs of opposites, and whose doubts have been dissolved. He is glorious who is devoid of minus, to whom gold, earth, and stone are the same, who is neither influenced by rajas or tamas, and the knots of whose heart are severed. That liberated one is beyond comparison, within whose heart there is no desire, who is wholly unattached and ever contented. The wise man, freed from all limitations, knows yet knows not, sees yet sees not, speaks yet speaks not. Whether he be a king or a beggar, he who is free from pleasure desires is supreme. In his conviction there is neither good nor evil. To the yogi who has fulfilled the supreme purpose of life, and who is the embodiment of simplicity and rectitude, what is license and what is restraint, and what need for the determination of truth? How can the inner experience of the one who is desireless, whose sufferings are at an end, and who rests in the calm of the self be described? Contented under all conditions, is the yogi who sleeps not in the sleeping state, who dreams not in the dreaming state, and who wakes not in the waking state. The man of knowledge is free from thought, though appearing to think, is free from sense organs, though appearing to possess them, is free from intelligence, though appearing to be endowed with it, and is without a sense of ego, though appearing to possess it. He is neither happy nor unhappy, neither attached nor unattached, neither liberated nor desirous of liberation. He is neither this nor that. The illumined one is not distracted, even in a state of distraction. Is not meditative, even in meditation. Is not dull, even in a state of dullness. Is not learned, even though he appears to be possessed of learning. The self-realized and liberated yogi, who under all conditions abides peacefully in the self, who is free from all conceptions of duty and action, being desireless, never considers what he has done and what he has not done. He is neither pleased when praised, nor angry when blamed. He neither fears death nor rejoices in life. The enlightened one neither avoids the crowd nor seeks the forest. Under any conditions, in any place, he remains unmoved. There's only about that's the end of that chapter, and there's only something like 4 pages left, so I might as well keep reading. Are you happy for me to keep reading, or would you like me to stop?
You're getting happier, aren't you?
Yeah, that's very nice to read these words.
Keep going.
When you cry a lot, you get tired. Your body gets tired. My body feels tired from crying. But like you said, Zoham, it's very good to cry sometimes. It's sometimes I feel like my being is like a big bag or something. And then it seems like it's empty, but then you get there's all crap basically is stuck on the side, so every now and again just these things come up and it's just cleaning out. I don't know. I've actually stopped caring though. I don't really care anymore. I don't care. I don't care if in my whole life things keep coming all the time. I just don't mind. I don't care. I'm in a little bit of an I don't care mood. Ah, Bhagavati is here too. Very good. I'm so glad that you're all here. Actually, it's very good. Like, it's just very good. I feel it's very nice to be here with you.
It's just so nice to see you smiling now.
Yeah.
When you first started, you just looked like you needed a hug. And
Oh,
you were afraid to look up because you might cry.
yeah.
And now you feel so much better, don't you?
Yeah, I do feel a lot better now. I could do with a hug. I'll have to hug the computer. Here. I'm gonna hug all of you, okay? I know it's a computer, but I don't care. Okay.
That's your hug noise, isn't it?
That's my hug noise. Thanks. It's actually good. Like hugging a computer is underrated.
Good.
Becca says over there, he says it feels so good to be here, and it's like exactly the same for me. It feels very good to be here. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'll keep reading now. Okay, chapter. No, definitely the Roman numerals are getting confusing now. XIX. It says. I think it must be 19. Okay, yeah, chapter 19. Janika said, "From the inner recesses of my heart, I have erased all shades of opinion through the instrumentality of the knowledge of truth. Abiding in my glory, I see neither dharma, kama, nor artha, discrimination, duality, nor non-duality. Abiding in my own glory, where is past, present, future, space, or eternity for me? Abiding in the bliss of realization, I have no consciousness either of self or non-self, good or evil, hope or fear. Free from the waking, dreaming, and deep sleep states. For me who abide in my own glory, even the fourth state does not exist. How can there then be fear? Established in the supreme state, where is distance, where proximity, where grossness, where subtlety, where the external, where the internal for me? Resting in my own effulgence, neither life nor death exist for me. For me there is no relativity nor worldly phenomena, no withdrawal nor samadhi. Reposing in my own self, what need have I to dwell on the three ends of life, or on yoga, or on wisdom? Chapter 20. In my perfect being, neither the elements, nor the body, nor the sense organs, nor the thinking principle, nor the void, nor despondency exist. What need is there for desirelessness, or contentment? Or what meaning have the scriptures, self-knowledge, and the mind and its objects to me, who am without a sense of duality? What is knowledge? What ignorance? What the limited ego, or I, this or mine? What is bondage or freedom to me, where the definition of the self? What is prarabdha karma? What is liberation in life, or liberation at the time of death to the undifferentiated? Where is the doer or the enjoyer, and where the rising or vanishing of thought? Where is direct perception of reality from me, who have cast off individuality? For me, who am free and above unity and multiplicity, there is no world and no candidate for release. Neither do I recognize the state of contemplation nor the state of knowledge. The state of bondage and liberation are one to me. Having realized my own nature, the undivided essence, the manifestation and withdrawal of the world no longer exists for me. Where is the goal and where the purpose? Where the seeker and where the liberated one? Neither am I knowledge, the vehicle of knowledge, nor the object of knowledge. What is entity or non-entity to me who am eternal perfection? What are joy and grief, distraction and concentration, dullness and delusion to me who am actionless? Being freed from all mental activity, Where is relativity? Where transcendence? Where joy and where grief for me? Being ever perfect, neither Maya nor the world, neither attachment nor detachment, neither Jiva nor Brahman exist in me. For me, who am immutable, indivisible, and rooted in the self, there is neither the path of action nor of renunciation, neither bondage nor release. I am Shiva, the unconditioned, the absolute good. What need is there for instruction or scriptural injunction? I am neither guru nor disciple. What need for further declarations? Nothing emanates from me. Nothing emanates from me, nor does existence or non-existence, unity or duality abide. I'll read that bit again in a minute.
It's okay, Amba.
Sorry, I'm just a big crybaby.
It's okay. Just take a break, huh?
Huh?
Take a little break. Just stop for a minute.
I don't even care that I'm crying. I don't care. You probably didn't hear anything I said there.
Not much.
No, sorry, I'll read it again. Okay. It's very beautiful. It's the tears. Okay. I'll read it in a second. Hold on for a second.
Trying to mute myself.
Yeah, I just muted for a second so you didn't hear me blow my nose.
I was trying to make it come up.
Mhm. I think I was just like born to be a crybaby or something. I thought I'd like stop crying eventually, but it seems like I'm not going to stop. Oh.
I started crying over a post I read last night.
Pekka, you're welcome to join the hangout as well if you like. Or you're welcome to also stay on YouTube if you like. Whatever you like. Okay, I'm just going to read this last bit again, okay, because I don't think you heard what I said and it's very nice. Okay. I am Shiva, the unconditioned, the absolute good. What need is there for instruction or scriptural injunction? I am neither guru nor disciple. What need for further declarations? Nothing emanates from me, nor does existence or non-existence, unity or duality abide in me. Okay, Pekka, you can come and don't speak. Pekka says on YouTube, I'm with my family. If I come, I can't speak. Well, if you want to come and not speak, that's fine. Or you can stay there if you like to. They would call me a doctor. Yeah, well, if anyone could see me, most of the time they'd probably put me in a mental institution or something. So don't show this video to anyone.
This is the one who leads the laughing yoga class.
What did you say, Sohan?
And this is the one who leads the laughing yoga.
I know. Somehow it's different when I'm at laughing yoga. Anyway, I have a theory that everyone is a bit mad. Just some people pretend they're not.
Everyone's dead. It's
Yeah.
true.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Well, I'm very glad that you all came to join me today, and I'm very glad that I had the opportunity to be here and read, and especially like different things are coming all the time, like different emotions and different feelings, and I don't know what else can come, but whatever can come, like comes. So like it could be very easy to say, no, I'm not going to go and read today because I don't want anyone to see me, I don't want anyone to see me like this. But actually I don't think that even came. That's all. But like it could have came. um, yeah. Anyway, I think it's good to just like for me, it's good to just be myself in all like and not try to hide. So like I don't have to pretend to be or I don't have to try to be all like enlightened or something. And I don't have to like say like I'm all super happy and blissful all the time
Oh,
or
yeah.
anything. It's just I'm just here and that's all.
Anybody that says anybody who says that they are happy and blissful all the time is probably lying.
Yeah, probably. Mm. Mm. I get a bit red, I think, when I'm crying. I'm actually sober.
Thank you, Amba, for reading today.
Thank you, Vu. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now, today, what I wanted to do was I wanted to sing a song, okay? But I'm going to cheat. um, so yesterday when we were in Satsang, I was singing to Soham, and I was singing Sita Ram, and I was saying I don't know the words, but as it turns out, I do know the words because there's only the words Sita and Ram. But what? Huh?
That was so funny when Father says, "How can you not know the words?"
Yeah, I'm completely stupid sometimes. But as it turns out, I didn't really know um like just from the beginning to the end of the song. I might just know like a bit in the middle. So I'm going to cheat today, and I'm going to sing it again, and I'm going to listen to it through earphones in my ear, so you won't hear it, but I will.
Okay.
So that's my way of cheating. And if you want to, because there's only three of us and we all have earphones, you're very welcome to sing with me, and I think it would be great. Okay, so you can unmute your microphone and sing along with me if you want to, just at parts. Okay, it's an invitation, and see how it goes. If it sounds terrible, we can stop.
Hey,
Okay.
can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can hear.
because my English is not so good, so I don't know.
Well, it's just Sita Ram.
That's it,
J Ram.
I know.
That's all.
Nothing.
Okay. So hold on for a sec when I find it. I'm going to sing along with Krishna by singing to Muji. I don't know if I'll sing the whole thing because it's 6 minutes long. I'm going to. Okay. Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai
Jai Jai
Ram,
Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai
Jai
Ram,
Jai Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram. I liked hearing you singing, Boo. Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai
Jai
Ram.
Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai
Jai Jai
Ram,
Ram,
Ram, Jai Jai Ram,
Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Ram,
Sitaram,
Sitaram,
Jai Jai
Jai
Ram,
Jai Ram,
Sitaram,
Sitaram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Haram, Jai Jai
Jai
Ram,
Ram,
Sitaram,
Sitaram,
Jai Jai
Jai Jai
Ram,
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 Jai Jai
Jai Jai
Ram,
Ram, Sitaram,
Ram, Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram,
Ram,
Jai Jai
Jai
Ram,
Jai Ram,
Sitaram,
Sitaram,
Jai Jai
Jai
Ram,
Jai Ram,
Taram,
Ram,
Jai Ram, Jai
Sitaram,
Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai
Ram,
Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Ram,
Sitaram,
Jai Jai
Jai Jai
Ram,
Ram,
Taram, Jai Jai
Ram, Jai
Ram,
Jai Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai
Jai
Ram,
Jai Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram,
Sitaram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai
Jai Jai
Ram,
Ram,
Sitaram,
Sitaram,
Jai Jai
Jai
Ram,
Jai Ram,
Sitaram,
Sitaram,
Jai Jai
Jai
Ram.
Jai Ram, Sitaram. I think I destroyed the song. I'm sorry.
It's good. It's very good.
The lag makes it so funny.
Yeah, I think it's like we try to sing at the same time, but we can't.
It's like a call and repeat going on.
Yeah. I'm sure we could practice, like I'm sure we could learn with a bit of practice how to sing together over Google Hangouts.
Yeah, I'm not
Definitely
sure,
good.
but here the internet is a little bit like lax, so
Yeah,
it's very funny.
yeah. I once saw a video on YouTube of like a whole choir singing together, and they did it
Um,
very beautifully. Um,
I think I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, they had like a
Oh,
director as well, and they probably had
yeah.
good internet connections.
Yeah.
Um,
It could be done.
it can be done. Everything is possible, they say, don't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
They say that in
Hey,
India all the time. Yes.
so Amba, are you coming to India in like February in Rishikesh?
No, I'm not going. Well, I mean, I
Okay.
don't think I am.
Mm. So
You
are you
coming?
coming to Rishikesh?
No, I'm not coming either, as far as I know.
Yeah, because I saved some money, so I just booked a ticket like a few days ago. So
Oh,
like
very
I'm
good.
asking.
Very good. Hmm.
It'll be good.
How long are you going for, Vu?
uh, how old am I?
No, how long are you going to India for?
Oh, I'm planning to go from 5 February to 9 April.
Till April.
Wow.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll have a great time.
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey, where are you from, Soham?
I'm from the United States originally, but now I live in UK.
Oh, okay. And you are from Ireland, Amba?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, it's good. You're in Vietnam, is that right?
Yeah, I'm from Vietnam.
Yeah,
Yeah, South
Okay.
Vietnam.
yeah.
Is that where
Very
you
good.
are now? Are you in South
I'm
Vietnam?
I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City. You know,
Uh-huh. Cool.
I'm living in Vietnam, in the
Truly
south of
internet.
Vietnam. Yeah, my
Truly.
internet is also lax.
I'm going to sing one more song, and this time I'm not going to cheat because it turns out cheating is not really cheating at all. Cheating is a bit hard.
Okay. I'll mute.
Okay. Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Sri Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Satchidananda Bhagavan.
Very beautiful, Amba. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to our beloved fathers, Moody ji and Ananta ji.
Yes.
I'm so grateful for their presence and their being. And my prayer is to let my head stay forever at their feet.
Love you.
Love you too. And thank you to everyone watching on YouTube and to Sohan and Boo. And I'm just really grateful to be here. It's very nice. So actually I finished reading the Ashtavakra Gita. Is it done?
Well done.
So if I come again I might just come and just like sit here and just be here and just see what happens. And generally I kind of don't really have anything to say. But you know, when we're all together, like we end up saying things. And if we come together in the name of truth, and like truth, the only thing we're meeting for is like for truth, then something will come. Because I'm not really interested in coming here and talking about, you know, anything else. I'm not interested in talking about like what's on in the cinema or like I don't know what else people talk about. But I'm sure
I
if we
don't know.
come, hmm,
I don't know what normal people talk about
I don't
much.
know. I don't know either. Actually, I don't really see anyone these days. I only see you. This Sangha and Satsang is my life, and I'm very grateful for that. And I
Thank you.
wouldn't have it any other way. But if it changes, then that's okay. But really, anything else that comes into my life, they're coming into Satsang now because that's like I'm in Satsang. So, thank you. Bye.
Bye.